The media's one and only job is to make the world's problems your problems. And because of that, you're constantly overstimulated. You are not built to care about everything all at once, but your phone and your laptop trick you into thinking that you are. Every day that you're doom scrolling, watching somebody else's startup blow up, watching somebody else make more money, watching something horrific happen halfway across the world, you start to assume that those are your problems, that you need to start doing those things as well. But what is actually happening is your life is still stuck. Your life is still stagnant. And your brain, your mind is drenched in noise that it doesn't need. You gotta realize that none of that is your problem, dude. Not unless you choose to make it your problem. And maybe you do, because it is easier to get lost in other people's life than face your own silence. But that silence, sitting in that uncomfortable feeling, is where the answers to your life live. What you really need to do is learn to actively ignore the world. Not because you don't care, but because you need the time and space and energy to build a life that you are proud of. A life that you're actually excited to wake up to. One that feels uniquely yours. Because at the end of the day, that's all that really matters. You, your life. Not how many people liked your post, not how many people viewed your reel, not what that guy is doing at the age of 25, but whether you feel fulfilled and truly successful. Whether you're moving in the direction that actually feels right to you. So if things aren't going well for you right now, maybe you need to take a step back. Like, take a huge step back. Disconnect from social media, not for a day, not for a week, but for long enough until your nervous system calms down. Maybe you need to stop giving your time and energy to people who drain you, to people who don't positively contribute to your life. Maybe you need to let go of the ones who only clap for you when you're struggling and ghost you when you actually start winning. Because maybe nobody has told you this, but you are not obligated to keep everybody around just because they've been around for a while. Maybe this is your season to be selfish, to prioritize your personal growth, to protect your peace and focus on habits that actually compound. Build your personal brand, develop rare and intersectional skills, create leverage for yourself, because that is what you need to succeed and make the best out of your life in our modern day society. For your own sake, please stop worrying about what everybody else is doing. There will always be somebody doing better than you, but there will also be somebody doing worse than you. But the point is, none of that has anything to do with you. And what happens is when you start to tune out the noise and begin to live in your own world, you start to move differently. You become more grounded, more intentional with your actions, less reactive, less angry and pissed off at the world. Because you finally start to realize that everyone, absolutely everyone, is just trying to make sense of the world that they're put in. That they're constructing their own reality to make sense of this chaotic life that we live. Just like you are. Because nobody has it figured out. Some people are just better at pretending and louder at acting like they do. So maybe now is finally the time to pull the plug and tell yourself that I won't be a spectator in somebody else's highlight reel. Because dude, you've got your own life to build, your own mistakes to make, your own mountain to climb, your own masterpiece to create. So ignore the world, go after what you want, what you truly want, relentlessly. Stop taking no's for an answer and work harder than you ever have. Build yourself from the inside out. Work so hard and be so skilled that you become undeniable. And I promise you, if you do that for long enough, if you truly gave it your all, then you won't have to go to the world. The world will come to you. And then you'll be living life on easy mode. That's all I had for today's video. If you found this video useful, do share it with your family and friends, and subscribe if you want to see more content out of me, like for the algorithm, and comment if you have any thoughts. And as always, I'll see you tomorrow.